What's up, YouTube? This is Ultimate Shield 340 back at it again with another Destiny 2 video. So, in today's video, I am actually going to showcase the Stasis Warlock, for your viewing pleasure. So, that being said, here I am starting this mission, and I'm kind of going along this path. And although I'm not going to show you a build in this video, I may show you a build about what I'm using here. If you all request that, I mean, if you are all interested in what the build is or whatever, by all means, feel free to ask in the comments, and I'll be more than happy to make a video and showcase that build for your viewing pleasure. That being said, I haven't actually perfected the build in the way that I really want to as of yet. I am using the Ozymandias gloves as the exotic here, and then I am using this season's exotic, which is the Glass Curve. I think that's how you pronounce that. And the idea is that I am going to be spamming the cold snap grenades, creating a lot of turrets, shattering crystals to regen my grenades, essentially rinse and repeat. And that's what I'm gonna try and do with this build. So first thing I want to say, this is my Warlock, and as many of you have been following the channel, I have been playing Titan essentially since I started the game, which was I want to say late February, early March, which I believe was it's right at the end of the previous season, so not before Lightfall. It was like right before Lightfall came out. I want to say I actually started playing the game like 2 or 3 days before Lightfall actually dropped, which is actually rather funny. I started playing the game then and been playing on my Titan the entire time up until this point. And now I've recently made this Warlock and am sort of trying to note the differences between the two classes and how they sort of function. With Stasis, first and foremost, this playstyle is exactly what I like to do as far as Stasis is concerned. One of the advantages of having the Warlock class over the Titan Behemoth class is that, you can sort of run and gun with the Stasis here as opposed to the Titan. And what I mean by that is with the Titan, you are locked into having to shatter the Stasis crystals in order to proc Stasis shards, which will then, give you all the other benefits and advantages that you kind of see. Not to mention that the Warlock has the ability to freeze people using these turrets, as you can see sort of what I have going on in front. That's actually very helpful. Not to mention that you actually get a lot of different kinds of benefits whenever you are either freezing a target or attacking frozen targets, and it's just a lot smoother, I think, with the Warlock class as opposed to the Titan class. Now that might change for the other subclasses, which I actually will be putting out a video as far as just showcasing just some gameplay of the different sort of aspects. The only aspect as of yet I have not really tried on either my Titan or my Warlock is the Arc subclass. For whatever reason, Arc seemed fine, but for whatever reason it just doesn't really appeal to me. At some point I am actually going to create probably some gameplay using the Arc subclass, especially starting next season whenever the new season drops. Apparently, if what I heard is to be true, a lot of the I believe it's going to be Arc, Strand, and Stasis might be the 3 subclasses that they are going to focus on for next season, as opposed to this season's, which is Void, Solar, and I'm drawing a blank on the third one that they're sort of focused around this time. But no matter, you all can open up your seasonal artifact and figure out which of the 3 that they're sort of focusing on this time around. So that being said, I really enjoy the class so far. I feel as if I've been playing sort of Warlock in the background a little bit and not been recording it, just so I can kind of get a feel for the class before I actually started making videos. And because of how the exotic works, as well as not only the exotics, how they work, what they do, as well as the playstyle and how the Warlock class actually achieves the same goal as each of the other classes, because essentially with Stasis and every other class, they all achieve the same thing, but it's how they get to that end result and how and what kind of thing they focus on. So, for instance, all three classes, the Warlock, Hunter, and Titan, they all freeze and shatter targets, but each goes about it in a different way. Hunters and Warlocks freeze targets outright, or are better at freezing targets outright, either through the Cold Snap Grenade for the Warlocks or the Dust-Filled Grenades for the Hunters, where Titans really focus more on shattering, so they sort of focused around the Glacier Grenade. So I hope kind of what I'm trying to say sort of makes sense. So, you know, in other words, Titans really focus on shattering, whereas Hunters and Warlocks are better at freezing targets outright. Not saying that you can't freeze targets or anything like that with the Titan class, because of course, you know, you saw the video that I've made before where I actually can freeze a lot of targets outright, but it's just not ingrained in the kit so much as it is for Warlocks and Hunters. That being said, again, looking at how the exotics work and how the class achieves what they, you know, how they go about achieving the end result. I feel like upon initial reaction, just initial snapshot thought, I kind of feel like Warlock actually might be the best class for me personally, about like how it works, what I do, how I achieve the same goals. Don't get me wrong, like I'm not gonna like delete my Titan or, you know, anything like that, but I'm really just sort of kind of getting a feel for the class, how it works, and kind of figure out, like, you know, is this the kind of play style that I really would enjoy for the long term. And so far, I'm really having a lot of fun with this Warlock. You know, as I stated before, I actually have created other videos which I will be releasing soon on my channel for your viewing pleasure, for you all to see, and I'll give you my thoughts on each of the subclasses minus Arc at this time. And so far, I really like Stasis. Stasis Warlocks, I'm sorry, are actually really awesome, as you can see in the background footage. I am just freezing targets left and right, getting my grenade back. Super is rolling. No stopping, no nothing. I'm just able to freeze targets outright. Keep shooting, keep shooting, keep shooting. Doing a whole bunch of damage, whole bunch of shatter damage. And it just feels good. It just flows very well. It fits more to my playstyle. This is actually what I was kind of hoping to try and achieve with the Titan subclass, but unfortunately you have to sort of you have to ramp up in the Titan subclass where you can freeze targets outright, but if you want to start to regen your abilities very quickly, you are going to have to shatter those crystals, which kind of sucks, but you know, it is what it is. So yeah, so far, you know, I'm enjoying this class, and I'll continue to put out video content for your viewing pleasure on the other subclasses here. I am going to let the rest of the gameplay play out in the background. And I just wanted to say thank you for taking the time to watch my video. Feel free to like, subscribe, and share. And I hope to see you in the next video. Otherwise, other than that, have a great day. This is Ultimate Shield 340 signing off. And I'll see you in Destiny 2. Peace.
Location secured, Commander Zavala.
Good work, Guardian. What intel did you discover?
There's only one data artifact here, labeled Oxa, and it's seriously corrupted. Metadata says it was last accessed by an Otzot centuries ago. What is Oxa? And who is Otzot?
Those are questions for another day, I suppose. But for now, well done.